What is up, guys? Welcome to the channel. If you're brand new here, my name is Aaron, and today we're diving into God of War Ragnarok with a full beginner's guide, everything you need to know before you start playing the game. Whether you've never touched a God of War game in your life, or you even played the 2018 game and just kind of need a refresher, this video has got you covered. And hey, if you find this helpful, please drop a like on the video. It actually helps more people find it, and it only takes just a second. Thank you very much. Welcome to the channel. Let's get into it. Okay, first things first, do you need to play the 2018 God of War before this one? Honestly, I would say yes, it helps a lot. I would go ahead and play that one first. The story picks up in this one directly where the last game left off, and there are character relationships and lore moments that hit way harder if you know the backstory. But if you just can't wait or don't have access to it, I guess you could probably play. Ragnarok does a pretty decent job of catching you up through the dialogue and the cutscenes. You won't necessarily be completely lost. But my recommendation is if you have the time, go play 2018 first. It's a fantastic game. It's one of the best games ever made, and it's not super long. But if you're jumping straight into Ragnarok, don't stress it too much, okay? Okay, so when you first boot up the game, you're going to be asked to pick a difficulty. Here's a quick breakdown, okay? Give me story. This is for players who just want to experience the story without worrying too much about dying. Combat is very, very forgiving. It's a very easy difficulty. Give me grace. This is a step up from story mode. Still pretty manageable, but enemies hit a little harder, but it's really not that difficult. Give me balance. This is the recommended default and honestly the sweet spot for most players. Challenging enough to be fun without being super, super frustrating. This is the one that I choose a lot. Give me no mercy. This is for very experienced players who want a real challenge. Enemies are aggressive and they hit really, really hard. And of course, we have Give Me God of War, which is the hardest difficulty. Enemies are brutal. One wrong move and you basically are dead. Only attempt this if you're a veteran. And I will say that the battles are very, very long, even with regular enemies, because they just take forever to beat. My advice is to start on Gimme Balance. You can always change the difficulty mid-game in the settings if it ever feels too easy or too hard, so don't overthink this one. Alright, let's talk combat, because this is where Ragnarok really, really shines. Okay, you have three main weapons. The Leviathan Axe, it's your starting weapon. You throw it, you freeze enemies, you recall it. Great for crowd control and range attacks. The Blades of Chaos, it's fire-based chain blades that you unlock early in the game. These are fast, aggressive, and absolutely devastating up close. Then you have the Nornir Spear, a new weapon that you unlock about midway through the game. You can plant multiple spears in enemies and detonate them all at once. It's very, very, very satisfying. Now, the most important combat mechanics I think you need to master early are going to be blocking and parrying. So you're going to hold L1 to block, but if you time it right as the enemy attacks, you parry, which staggers them and opens them up for a big hit. This is huge. I would practice this constantly. Then we have dodging. Press X to dodge. Learn enemy attack patterns and dodge into openings, but don't just spam attacks. You have to learn to dodge. So then we have yellow rings versus red rings. Okay, you have to pay close attention to the attack indicators. A yellow ring around an enemy means the attack can be parried or blocked. A red ring means it cannot be blocked at all. You must dodge and get out of the way. Staggering enemies. Every enemy has a stagger meter. Fill it up with heavy attacks and runic attacks, and they'll be totally stunned, leaving them wide open for a bunch of massive damage. If I were you, I would spend time learning these fundamentals, and the rest of the game will open up beautifully for you. One of the biggest mistakes new players make is hoarding their experience. Do not hoard your experience. You need to spend it early, okay? You're going to earn a ton of experience throughout this game, especially in the later stages. There's no benefit at all to saving it up. Just keep using it. Go into the skills menu and start unlocking abilities for both Kratos and Atreus right away. Focus first on skills that enhance your most used weapon, and grab anything that improves your parry or dodge capabilities early on. The more skills you unlock, the more fun the combat becomes. Simple as that. Upgrade your gear. The same rule applies here when crafting materials. Do not hoard them. Go ahead and visit Brock and Sindri's shop whenever you can and upgrade your weapons and armor on a regular basis. Even small upgrades make a noticeable difference in how much damage you deal and take. Don't worry too much about saving rare materials for later. I wouldn't worry about that. The game is designed so that you'll find enough materials to upgrade everything that you need. Just prioritize gear that matches your playstyle. God of War Ragnarok rewards exploration massively. You need to explore everywhere, okay? Anytime you're moving through a realm and you see a path that branches off, just take it. You'll find Nornir chests that increase your health and rage, legendary chests with very, very powerful gear, collectibles, and awesome resources. And here's something that's really important. Nothing is really missable. Once you finish the main story, you can go back and collect everything that you skipped. So if you hit a chest or puzzle and you can't figure it out during the story, just mark it and come back later. Don't stress about 100% completing areas on your first visit because you can come back later and do that. Explore what you can, move on, and clean up later. Prioritize the Nornir chests, okay? Out of all the collectibles in the game, Nornir chests are the most important ones to find early. These are the big ornate chests that are gold looking, sealed with rune locks. To open them, you have to find and interact with or destroy three matching rune symbols nearby. And why do these matter so much? Because they contain Idun apples and the Horn of Bloodmead. This is the only way to permanently increase your health bar and rage meter. The more of these you find, the tankier and more powerful Kratos becomes. If you see an ordinary chest, figure out how to open it. It's always worth it. A lot of new players forget Atreus exists during combat. Do not make that mistake. He's very, very, very useful. Press square to have Atreus fire arrows at enemies, which can distract them, stagger them, and set you up for a big hit later. Later in the game, Atreus becomes even more capable and independent in combat. Also, when you have Freya, her sigil arrows are awesome. Shoot the pink sigil arrows onto enemies, then hit them with the fire blades of chaos, and they chain explode. It's so awesome. It does a massive amount of damage, especially on bosses. Get in the habit of using Atreus constantly, he's basically free damage. Don't rush the story. This is probably my biggest piece of advice for new players. Slow down. God of War Ragnarok has some of the best side content of any game in recent history. The Favors, which are the game's side quests, have full storylines, great characters, and some of the best boss fights in the game. Don't just blast through the main story. Talk to every single character, explore every realm, do the side quests as they come up. You're going to get so much more out of the experience. The main story will always be waiting for you, so just take your time. Okay, let's rapid fire some quick tips before we wrap up. Kill the lizards fast. Those little creatures that run away from you, chase them down. They drop valuable crafting materials. Check the map constantly. It tells you exactly what collectibles you found and what's still missing in each area. Don't sell hack silver on junk gear. Just always use it to upgrade instead. Use runic attacks off cooldown. Don't just save them. Use them as often as possible in tough fights. Switch weapons mid-combo. Chaining weapons together does way more damage than sticking to one. Ravens glow green. Odin's ravens are hard to spot, but you'll hear a distinct crow sound when one is nearby. Stop and look around when you hear it. Post game is huge. Finishing the story unlocks even more content, so don't feel like it's over when the credits actually roll. And that is your complete beginner's guide to God of War Ragnarok. If you made it this far, please drop a comment. Tell me what difficulty you're playing on. I'm genuinely curious which one you're playing on. If this video helped you out at all, hit the like button. It helps the channel more than you know. I really appreciate it. And if you want to see more God of War content, boss guides, collectible walkthroughs, and builds, and all the other stuff, all that is coming. So make sure you're subscribed, have notifications on so you don't miss it. I'll see you in the next one. Let's go.